Thank you for watching the Social Just Cause Media. I'm Reverend BK, and thank you for your support. And thank you for liking our videos and just sharing them. That helps us to basically grow this channel. And call it whatever you want to call it. But when we're looking at the South African delegates to the US, we were not prepared for Trump, and we didn't plan well. I know that whatever Trump placed before our president or the delegates was not true, most of it. But the fact is we took Trump for granted, and we didn't know how to be diplomatic and how to prepare ourselves during this time. I think that's very, very important, and it's very telling when it comes to what we do, in terms of diplomacy. I'm no expert in these things, but I think it's important that we must prepare ourselves for anything that comes our way. No matter where we are, no matter who we are, we must be ready when we're about to face someone who is a partner like the Americans. We must be ready for that. Not only the Americans, if I may put it that way, if I may say, but I think also it has to do with anybody that we are gearing up to meet. If you're about to meet someone who's going to challenge your thinking, your thought process, you must be ready for that person with anything. Be ready with anything. Not because you're going there to fight. No, you must be ready to counter whatever needs to be countered. And in this delegation, I think we were not ready. We were not prepared as a delegation going to America. And I must say that I also never expected this one. You know, I was shocked as the president was. And we all know that as I already said, that most of what Trump presented to the delegates of South Africa was not really true, was not true. But factual or not, we were never ready for it. We never counted the cost or planned any counter before we went there. So we never counted anything. Let's watch this. Let's watch.
Excuse me, turn the lights down. Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land.
Do you notice that President Trump had everything set for the delegation that came to visit him? Be it trade or business or whatever they thought they were coming for, I think it would have been fair and right for them to be ready for anything. Because remember, there were words that were said prior to coming to America, prior to visiting the Oval Office, which is Trump's office. They were not, they were what you call words exchanged. And you would remember President Ramaphosa said he will tell certain things to Trump when he meets him. So he should have been ready for that. He should have been ready for that. And he said words like, where was Trump when we were fighting the struggle? So those kind of stuffs, you say it to someone who is your trading partner. You must be ready for that. You must be ready to it. Many say it was an ambush. No, you went there. What did you expect? You've said many things. What did you expect? You insulted the man. What did you expect? You know, so let's continue.
Require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to to tell us whether we can occupy land or not. We are going to occupy land. Yeah. South African occupy land. That's who we are. So whatever I want to do, we can withdraw my membership from this useless parliament.
Yes, Honorable Member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. So
now, I know we like to defend our politicians. We like to defend our country. We like to defend people. Now, what Malema uttered in that video, was it the responsible thing? Was it responsible? Who are you going to kill? I hear the flip-flopping with the president, even former President Thabo Mbeki. One in 2023 says it was not right for Malema to sing that song. Suddenly now he says, no, it is a chant. Chant for what? To kill who? In this present democracy, who are you wanting to kill so much? Pass the laws and stop chanting killing people.
Kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Pa, 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 pa. To kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor.
You can see the president is not really happy about what he's watching. And he is very, very, very uneasy with what he has been watching. Many headlines said Trump ambushed the South African president. I don't think he ambushed. Besides the trade, there were other stuff that needed to be discussed. You knew that Trump was going to ask about the so-called genocide that he's talking about, which we know it's not true. And in your response, he was going to have a counter. This is a man who is a strategist. You never studied Trump before you went there. This is not Biden. This is Donald J. Trump. We should have been ready for this. I don't care whether everybody says they were ambushed. No, you took your delegation with you. You took them with you, so you were prepared. Somehow you were prepared, but for this you were not. You were not prepared for this. Let's continue watching a little.
The man of DA in PE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Sunni will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
I think we have watched enough of this. I thought after the Zelensky kind of an issue, we would be ready for Donald Trump. I really thought that the delegation will go prepared. And Donald Trump is no regular guy. So you must go there knowing what you're going to be speaking about or what your response are going to be about. So when you are going to meet Trump, you need to be ready. Like his very own name, Trump held a special card for us. And we had absolutely nothing. As he told Zelensky, you have no cards. And Trump being Trump, he had a Trump card. It may not have been as factual, most of it, but the last one that we watched right now, it tells us exactly where our problem is as South Africans. Yes, I know there's going to be backlash as far as this is concerned. You would come out and say, well, you also have white in your whiteness in you, or you call me a coconut or whatever you're gonna call me. But I think we need to stop. We need to stop as South Africans, as voters. We need to stop uh, coming up against people who try to bring to open up our eyes, because when you are in your own house you don't see the problem that is there. It's very rosy, it's very nice when it's only on you. We need to stop defending failure. We need to stop defending failing politicians and failing policies. We need to start demanding excellence in our country. We need to start demanding that. When a man is going out there calling for the killing of other people, what do you expect the world to see or to say? They will respond the same way as Trump responded. And we cannot continue that way. So you can call it theatrics or whatever you want. And some would you would say, no, as I said, Trump bullied South Africa. No, I don't believe that we were bullied. We were just unprepared. You should have studied everything that happened and that you said before leaving South Africa, because he was ready to play this video for the whole world to see. He had an audience with him, and the movie was ready to roll. You know, and we know, we did not learn from Zelensky. We did not learn from Zelensky. He had it for us. And the difference this time is that Trump had the whole world, and he wanted to show us the video that speaks on genocide of a certain race. It speaks about the genocide of a certain race. And he wanted to show that to us. And we all know that some of it was not true. But the video that he played, what was not factual about that video? Our media will not, and some who like our politicians. We love South Africa so much sometimes that we are so blinded by what our own leaders are doing to us. Yes, we do that. This was not speculation in this video. And Trump, all he did was to press play. And voila, here's the crazy stepson, Malema, vowing to kill white people in South Africa. Your stepson. Yes, I call him your stepson, Mr. President. Those were not bullying tactics, Mr. President. It was called preparation. He was prepared for you and I. We knew that Trump had some crazy idea up his sleeves. And the only thing that was missing on that day, it was a response. It was our response to defend our country and to defend our democracy. But we couldn't do that. We could not do that. I was hoping, Mr. President, that you will tell our story as our president, as you promised that when you meet Trump, you will do so. But you did not tell our story. As I finish off, I just want to touch on something very, very small that's found in the book in the Gospel of Luke. Jesus gives us a timeless truth about the necessity of preparation. It reads as follows. Suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he is able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming up against him with 20,000? If he is not able, Jesus says, he will send a delegation while the other is still a long way off, and will ask for the terms of peace. Luke chapter 14, verses 31 to 32. Yet in this verse, Jesus urges his listeners to consider the importance of counting the cost before entering into any important decision. We did not count the cost. Our delegation did not count the cost. See what he says in verse 32. If he is not able to counter the man who has 20,000 men, or the king who has 20,000 men, this king with 10,000 men will be able to, he will be able to send a delegation that's going to speak on the terms of peace. That's what Jesus is saying. It's clear. And as we reflect on the scripture, it becomes clear that this imaginary king or preparation for a battle of war, it serves as a matter of excellence that we must plan before time. Because only a foolish king will recklessly engage in war without assessing his army and the strengths and the weaknesses of his army. There must be careful thought and preparation in all that we do. And I think our delegation was not prepared. So we must evaluate our resources in South Africa before we even counter anything with regard to any other country. We didn't learn with the DRC matter. Our soldiers were sent and they were not prepared for any guerrilla war. And here again, we go as a delegation to America and we were not ready. And everybody says, no, we did well. What did we do well? Yes, we did well sitting and watching. We did not do well at all. We didn't do well at all. So I'm hoping that this basically gives us some idea as to how we approach other nations next time, how we approach situations that may come back to bite us. Thank you for watching, and let me know on the comments below what to think about this topic and also about on this video. Until we meet again, may God bless you.